when I popped my first Shield Skull. The battle is pretty much self-explanatory. I mean, you make your piercing damage stuff, attack the Dryads, you deal with the archers later. It's the easiest I can put it. If you see on my base, I'm building priests to get the skeletons out of the way. There's not much you can do. Pretty much over at this point. He doesn't have his expansion up long enough. Doesn't have bears. He's still making dryads. I think would have been somewhat closer if he had maybe a Rejuve bear. And then when he hit tier 3, he could have got the upgrade. But then you know what? I just would have made more sorceresses. And his heroes don't compare to mine right now, so I think would have won out anyway if he had 2 or 3 bears right there. And this is where the funny chat comes in. La 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 la. Ready for it? Ready for it? Ready for it? Oh, there it is. Yeah. When in doubt, if you suck at this game, talk about real life. That's my motto. I hate freaking kids that do that. So yeah. Alright, let's get the second replay audio 2 loaded up at the 15-second mark. Ready? 1x, speed my point of view, fog of war off. And pause in 3, 2, 1, and pause.
Ready to work.
So, like I said in the last replay, when you see unethical fiends, most of the time you wanna go. You can create the mercenary camp right off the bat because mercs do help for fiends because they fiend push you, which I don't always. I lose that when I lose to undead. That's most of the time when I lose to. If I make a micro mistake in the beginning, I lose like a footman or 2. If they just push me with like a Naga second and they lose no fiends in the beginning, I'm pretty much fucked. It doesn't even matter how many towers I build. It's just, you know, most of the time on this map, there's only gonna be maybe like 3 towers hitting one fiend at once or one hero at once, because he can just outrange them, and he'll just pick off 1 tower, and then you lose the advantage of that. He'll pick up another tower one by one. And any unit that gets, you know, weakened, he just coils. So, yeah, how to beat that? I suggest just not lose footman in the beginning, get defend, and use mercenaries to beat that. But this audio isn't about that. This replay is going to be about defending a destro push and how you can bounce back from a mistake that you make versus an undead on this small ass map that favors human, but I think it favors undead too, just because it's small. The undead knows where you are. Pretty much the whole game, he knows where you are. There's not many creeps on the map, which is good for undead because you can creep track you easily. I've played some screw around games as undead with human on this map, and I think it's pretty fun because you always know where your opponent is. It's a pretty predictable map, pretty easy predictable map of knowing where your opponent is. So you know, it's just having to deal with the undead harassment and how you can you know, use some little tricks to get the creeps instead of him stealing the creeps with coil, which I'm sure you guys have seen, but I think we'll see it in this game too. So I see he's going for the Desho push. Obviously when you see ghouls and he's coming to you right off the bat with his hero, he's gonna go for the attack and Desho push. This means he's not gonna expand, obviously, because his hero's at you. If his hero's at you, he's not gonna expand. Like most of the time in the beginning, he's not gonna expand. So you can cross that out in the beginning. If you see he's going to ghoul, no graveyard, he's going ghouls and he's teching. You know, he's gonna destroyer push you because most of the time undeads know that humans gonna expand on this map. So as you see right here, you just want to make sure that you keep looking at the health of that. And one level 1 code does 100 damage. You could stop attacking the creep at 113, like I think it was, or 112, or just make sure it's above 100. Make him think that you're gonna keep attacking it, and he coils it, and you just get off the kill. Versus good players though, if you know, like right there, I think he could have waited. Like he could have ran up to it and he could have ran up to it, attacked it once and killed it. So most people do. So most of the time you see humans, even me, do you know, stop attacking it like at 200 health, because if you get down to like 130, he'll just run up to it, smack it once and coil. So but he's still doing a good job right here taking these creeps. I have no idea how my 9 attacking units didn't get that last hit, but whatever. So I know that he's tucking to something. This is when you know you want to scout with militia, which I should be doing soon, I hope, because you don't know if he's gonna guard push you or if he's gonna destroy push you. By knowing if he guard pushes you, obviously you scout his base. If he has 2 crypts, he's guard pushing you, not taking tier 3. I have been asked that before, so don't say duh. You know, when do you know when an undead's guard pushing? Scout his base. See if he has 2 crypts, he's guard pushing. So that's when, even when you're not like, if you don't know what strategy is doing, I suggest to get maybe 2 or 3 towers being upgraded before you even start your expansion. Because he is gonna come back and harass your expansion with ghouls, most likely. So it's good. It's just good to have those towers up before your expansion gets up, or in the middle of you building your expansion. And for this creep, you want to, like, if you didn't see me do, you want to attack the creep and move it back to your expansion, because he might send, you know, 2 ghouls, or maybe just his hero. He'll make a skeleton, and he'll just rape your peasants that are building your expansion. So, you know, all these little tips and all these little things that you're doing benefit you in every way. Moving creeps towards your expansion is a really smart thing to do. So this is where I'm going to scout him right here. If you see, I scout on top. So pretty much right when after you put your expansion, I always creep that green like I just did, and I'll go to his gold mine and see if he's creeping his gold mine. Because sometimes even if they're going to destroy or push, it might be a little late, but they still creep their gold mine, and then they're gonna put an expansion up when you don't think they are. So some of my peasants right here, really good timing baby me for my peasant, really good timing for my farm army to attack this right here. One thing, I did some mistakes in this game. I think I sacrificed too many footmen just to get one, you know, slaughterhouse kill. I think once his hero pops out, or I don't remember when it is. All I know is at one point in this game I did lose a lot of footmen. I think it might be here. Like right now I should just back off, and I didn't. I was just like, I don't want to get district push. I don't want to get district push. I don't want to get district push. So I just kept, you know, clicking slaughterhouse. It was really stupid of me. It's just 1, 2, 3, but there was 4 footmen. I should have just killed that one slaughterhouse and backed off. Sometimes, you know, doing this strat you get too greedy, because if you've experienced getting destroyed pushed as human, even when you have 9 tower, like you human heroes that are listening to us, I have no idea why you're listening to a human audio, because you hate us so much anyway. Sometimes it doesn't matter how many towers you have. Like, well, it does sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. Like, I've had points where, you know, 3 or 4 destroyers have killed like 13 towers. Like you literally need like 15 towers at a base to stop it. The only way, most of the time, that's what you need, because if he just, you know, more flanks all his destroyers, he has like, you know, full mana on 4 or 5 destroyers in the beginning. That can kill, like, even with level 1 masonry upgrade. You're not gonna have level 2 masonry. Hopefully I get level 1 masonry. That could have been the reason why I lost 1 towers, but you know, you're not gonna have level 2 masonry when he pushes you. You're either still gonna be tier 1 or you're gonna be in the middle of your tech. And a mistake I made, you know, this game, like I keep saying, I think right now, like later on when he district pushed me, I think I have too many towers in my expansion and not a lot of my main. It takes a lot of games to get used to that. Like, you know, if you have a few less towers at your expansion than you do at your main, he's gonna hit your expansion. If you have a few less towers at your main than your expansion, then he's gonna hit your main. So, you know, it's still very hard. Sometimes, like, I even see a lot of German humans, like, even if they have X amount of wood, like so much wood, they won't tech yet. Like they'll literally build like 3 or 4 rows of like 4 or 5 towers at their main expansion before they even tech. Their tech is gonna be hella late, but I mean, like, versus good players, like when they push you, it's like it's like a freaking, you know, 8-9 minute destroyer push. You're gonna need that many towers. See right here, I don't think I should have teched right off the bat. I think I should have built. I'm building 2 more towers, but I should have that wood and maybe build a couple in between my lumber mill and maybe my arcane tower or something. But you know, I learn every game like everyone else does. It's not like I play perfect every game. Because you'll see later in this game I do get destroyer push on my main, and it sucks ass.
Research job done.